The city is Portland, Oregon. The event? Skate America. The prize? Gold, silver, or bronze. Or maybe even a trip to China for the Grand Prix final. This is Fantasy Skating, Round 4. This week, some of the best skaters in the world are gathered in Portland, Oregon for this fourth event on the Grand Prix circuit, Skate America. And this time, for my fantasy picks, we're going to start it off with the ladies. The A category for the ladies could get a little tricky. We've got Carolina Kostner, who miraculously won her first Grand Prix event over Rachel Flatt. However, I think Rachel Flatt is probably going to make the adjustments necessary, and I'm not sure Carolina's going to be consistent enough, and consistency is what Rachel Flatt does best. So, Rachel Flatt is my A-team choice for the ladies. In the B category, this one could be a toss-up, but I went with another skater who's done well for herself so far on the Grand Prix circuit, skating to a medal at Skate Canada, from Canada, Amelia Lacoste, and she looked pretty good in Canada, and I was impressed with what I saw, so look for her to do well here, hopefully. And in the C category, I went with, once again, the American Alexi Gillis. Last time I picked her, it didn't work out so well. She had a really rough competition, but she may have a little bit of competition in this category from some of the others that have competed already this year, but I feel like that past competition, her first this season, was something that she's not going to repeat. So my C-team choice is Alexi Gillis from the US. The men's competition in Portland will prove to once again be one of the most competitive of the entire event. In the A category, you've got Nobunari Oda, Adam Rippon, and Daisuke Takahashi, all three of which could win the entire event on any given day. But in this A category, for my fantasy picks, I'm going to have to go with, once again, world champ Daisuke Takahashi. He's just got the technique to pull it off, and he's also got those program component scores that are becoming even more important as this new scoring system, well, becomes not so new anymore, and people are getting used to it. So Takahashi is my pick for number one. In the B category, I'm going with another Canadian, Sean Sawyer, who has one of the most unbelievable free skates this season to Alice in Wonderland. The character of the program is just spectacular. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. He's also got some beautiful jumps if he lands them consistently. So, Sean Sawyer, you're my number two, my B-team pick. And then in the C category, I went with the young American, Stephen Carrier. I saw him when I was at Nationals in 2006 in St. Louis, and blew me away. I have loved him ever since, so hopefully he'll have a very strong senior season this year, and he's my pick for my C team. The competition in the A category for pairs shouldn't be too much of a contest. You've got Alyona Savchenko and Robin Solkowy of Germany, who have been so strong and so consistent over the last few seasons, and they have just this ethereal quality when they skate that's just so captivating. Plus, they've got a lot of the technique, and they've got such technical skill that I think they'll be just fine in this category. So they're my A-team pick for pairs. The B category in pairs may have been my most difficult choice of all this week, because you've got Kristen Moore-Towers and Dylan Moskovich of Canada, who surprised everyone by coming in last minute as replacements for Jessica Dubé and Bryce Davison at Skate Canada, and just blew everyone away with their free skate. They have such a remarkable quality to their skating, and they did all the technical things they needed to do to pull off a silver medal in Canada. But they're going up against Katie Denny and Jeremy Barrett of the US, who have such strong pairs elements if they complete them consistently. They didn't have the best showing in their first Grand Prix, but they're the kind of team that just gets stronger as the season goes on, and so I think it'll be a tough battle between these two. Throw in some competition from the other American team, Marissa Castelli and Simon Schnappier, and they're attempting a throw triple axel in their free skate, so watch out for them as well. But in this category, I had to go with the Canadians, Moore-Towers and Moskovich. I love what they have put on the ice so far this season, and as much as I wanted to pick Katie and Jeremy, I went with the Canadians this time. And in the C category, this time I did pick the Young Americans, and I went with Felicia Zhang and Taylor Toth. They're a really, really fun young team to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing them compete here in their first Grand Prix this season. And last, once again, but certainly not least, the ice dance competition. In Portland, ice dance is going to be just as competitive as it has been throughout this season, and there are some really interesting matchups this week. But for the A category, you've got Meryl Davis and Charlie White, who are the obvious favorites. They have a spectacular free skate, this tango that's so fierce and just edgy. They've changed some things up a bit since their first competition this season, so I'm looking forward to that, and I look forward to a little bit more performance from them as opposed to just the technical side of things. So they're my A-team choice. In the B category, this one was tough as well. You've got Caitlin Weaver and Andrew Poje of Canada, who had a very strong showing against Davis and White earlier this season, but you've also got the Shibutanis, and they had a strong performance as well. Now, they've had a couple of little issues in their short dance a few times they've competed this season, but I feel like if they skate without those little mistakes, they could be spectacular, especially skating at home in the US. They're gonna have a lot of support, and so I went with the Shibutanis in this category over Weaver and Poje, who have more of the experience, but I'm really excited about the Shibutanis and what they bring to ice dance, so they're my pick this week in the B category. And in the C category, I went with another brother-sister team, Chris Reed and Kathy Reed, that are skating for Japan. They have been up and down in the past, but I think they may pull it off in this category at this event. There are my picks for Skate America this weekend. I will be posting a preview blog along with this video. If you didn't get a chance, check out the video that I posted yesterday about football, which is not really what you would expect from me on this blog, but it ties into figure skating. Just check it out, and hopefully it will be of interest to you and inspiring to you as it was to me. I will, of course, be tweeting this weekend as I hear things and watch the competition from Skate America, and I hope that you will join me there and on the blog, and I will see you all then.